Why only JUNGKOOK? Tomorrow is a day that is predicted to be the most moving moment in BTS history, not because of their return from the army, not because of the release of a new song, but because HYBE is secretly preparing the most grandiose gift for just one name, JUNGKOOK. Is this a form of sincere love? Or is it precisely the beginning of a breakup that we did not expect? Why not Jimin? Where's Taeil? And why should this gift be kept secret until the last minute? Tomorrow morning, when the sun hits Korean soil for the first time that day, one thing will never be the same for armies around the world. That day not only marked the completion of a star's military service, but it was also a moment where one question hung heavy in the air. Why was JUNGKOOK the only one to be rewarded by HYBE? The atmosphere around the HYBE building tonight was very different. No lights were turned off. No workers went home. Everything is awake, vigorous, but also full of secrets. From the report of an unnamed insider, all the floors were filled with special preparations. But what stood out the most was the one sealed room on the highest floor, a room that only elected staff and the CEO themselves were allowed to enter. There, a magnificent gift for JUNGKOOK was prepared. But for what? And why? What gift could make a JUNGKOOK, who has already received the love of millions of fans around the world, cry? Some sources say that this is something that has never been given to any BTS member before. Even the genie, who completed his military service first, did not get this kind of treatment. So why JUNGKOOK? Is this because of his achievements? Or is this due to something deeper, something that involves wounds, sacrifices, or even an internal conflict unknown to the public? Have you noticed how lately HYBE tends to withdraw from publications about Jimin, Taeil, and even Suga? Isn't it strange that only JUNGKOOK keeps getting pushed to the front of the screen? It all started after a mysterious incident involving JUNGKOOK before he left for the army, where he reportedly met with someone from HYBE's executive team in a closed room. No one knew what was being talked about there, but from that moment on, everything changed. Not only is JUNGKOOK's position increasingly cemented as HYBE's future icon, but there's also a lot of speculation that there will be a massive solo project for him, a move that could come at the expense of BTS's own structure. But isn't BTS always united? Always compact? Why does it feel different this time? Tomorrow, when JUNGKOOK comes out of the military gate, there will be a closed-door welcome attended only by certain people. Even some soldiers who used to be allowed to access moments like this with HYBE's invitation are now suddenly cancelled. They were only asked to monitor from home. But whose house? Is this a sign that BTS's house is no longer intact? Many said that this gift was a form of love from the agency to JUNGKOOK. But what kind of love is only given to one member? What about Jimin, who repeatedly showed his loyalty? What about Taeil, who still shows a smile even though he often looks aloof lately? And what about the genie, who just finished her term without a party, without surprises, with nothing? There is one astonishing clue. A leaked photo from the HYBE studio shows a white piano signed by someone who is allegedly a legendary producer from the United States, reserved exclusively for JK. But not only that, there was also a huge poster that said, "Welcome back." The golden one that was never published. Golden one, golden magne indeed. But why should there be such an emphasis now? What makes HYBE so obsessed with giving JUNGKOOK something so luxurious and keeping quiet about the other members? Many are now beginning to ask, is HYBE hatching a secret plan that only involves JUNGKOOK? Is this the beginning of a solo era that other members don't really want? Or is this some kind of tacit compensation for the heavy decisions JUNGKOOK had to make during his time in the military? Some fans who followed Team HYBE's movement said that JUNGKOOK received tremendous pressure during his military training. In fact, reportedly, there was a moment where he had sent a letter to one of the staff he trusted very much, a letter full of doubts, homesickness, and feelings set aside by those whom he considers family. But why? Don't we all know that the relationship between the members is not as harmonious as it seems in front of the camera? One thing is certain, HYBE knows something we do not know. And this gift is not just appreciation. This is redemption. JUNGKOOK has endured a lot since before he left. It's not about popularity, it's about the pain he's silently swallowing, said a person who once worked under BTS's HYBE project. So, Is this gift a recognition? Or is it a diversion from something bigger? And what about other members' reactions? Do they know? Or are they deliberately kept out of the show? Most surprising was the leak that the gift would be delivered privately in a specially designed acoustic room with only one hidden camera. The footage will not be broadcast live, but rather edited and released as a mini-documentary. The temporary title: JUNGKOOK, the one who stayed silent. Shut up, JUNGKOOK. Then what did he keep all this time? Question after question flowed without an answer. But what is clear, the army of the whole world is being forced to wait for one moment that can change everything. Will this be the most emotional moment we've ever seen from JUNGKOOK? Or is it just the most painful moment for BTS? Tomorrow is a decisive day. And one thing that no one has yet leaked, that this gift is not just a thing, not just a symbol, but it could be a decision. Will JUNGKOOK stay with BTS? Or will accepting something make him have to choose his own path? We can't confirm anything yet. But one source mentions a phrase that makes the chest tightness. If you knew what the gift contained, you would no longer see BTS in the same way. Now the question is, are you ready? The morning came sooner than I imagined. Seoul was still hiding behind a thin mist, but the sky seemed to be holding its breath, silent, full of question marks, and tense. Behind the gates of the military headquarters, a person stood still in a uniform that he would soon take off once and for all. JUNGKOOK, his gaze was blank. The face is flat, but his step towards the exit was burdensome. Behind all the glare of cameras that were forbidden to penetrate the military fence, there were other eyes watching, spies from behind the glass windows of the HYBE building, who since 3 o'clock in the morning had been preparing to greet him, but no hugs from Jimin. There was no smile from Taeil. There was no sound of laughter from the genie or spoiled reprimand from RM. JUNGKOOK went out alone, and Young picked him up, no one known to the public. Just one jet black car, with the driver not saying a word. Where are the other BTS members? Why aren't they here at this important time? The journey from the military headquarters to the HYBE building takes only 50 minutes, but for JUNGKOOK it feels like a lifetime. In the car, he just stared out the window, seeing a world that had not changed at all, even though he had gone through so much inside. Is he back as the same JUNGKOOK? Or is it someone you don't even know anymore? Arriving at the HYBE building, there were no reporters. No big banners. There is no celebrity reception. There was only a long, quiet, long hallway and too sterile. And it is at the end of that aisle that the prize touted as the most electrifying awaits. The room where the gift was stored could only be opened with JUNGKOOK's own fingerprint. When the door opened, the whole room lit up with a soft light and the strains of a piano that had never been played anywhere. In the middle of the room stood a small stage. On it, a transparent glass box with a symbol in the form of infinity and the letter JK. Silence. Quiet. JUNGKOOK stood still. Then he saw something that made him shake. Did I end the box? Not just things. But there are video recordings. The footage captured the moments when JUNGKOOK made his last request before leaving for the army. A recording that was never released to the public. In the video, he is seen speaking softly to the CEO of HYBE. I ask one thing. When I come back, make sure I go home right. If the house is gone, then don't force me to come back. JUNGKOOK stared at the tape, and slowly, his eyes turned red. Tears fell silently.
He's down.
Shaking, under the glass box, an unexpected phrase was written. You are free to choose. Your voice has always been louder than the silence. And next to the box, there is a small key, which is reportedly access to open an exclusive private studio, which HYBE has been hiding all this time. A place where only JUNGKOOK will be the absolute owner. Free from all rules. Free from BTS if he chooses that path. Is this a gift? Or a double-edged knife? Even more surprising, after the room was opened, HYBE issued an internal broadcast for the other BTS members. They received simultaneous messages. JUNGKOOK has been given a choice. We respect the decision of anyone who chooses to stay or split up. And break out all the conspiracy theories that have been buried in the little whispers of the staff. that in fact, there is a deep conflict between HYBE's decision to prioritize JUNGKOOK as the main face of the company's future and BTS's desire to remain as one body. That this is not just a gift, but a predestination. Hidden cameras recorded JUNGKOOK standing for a full 17 minutes in the room. Speechless. Not moving. Just shut up. Then, he took a breath, took the key, and walked out of the room. But what no one expected happened in HYBE's lower lobby. As JUNGKOOK was about to leave the room, Jimin appeared. Armies around the world began to question the same thing. Why did only JUNGKOOK receive such a large reward? Is this a signal that HYBE is no longer prioritizing BTS as a group, but rather just JUNGKOOK as their sole project going forward? The previous week, the media reported that the new music studio in the HYBE Tower building was being renovated in secret. It does not say who owns it, but now it all makes sense. The key given to JUNGKOOK is not just a symbol, but proof of how seriously the company is building the future of their golden magne soloist. But what about the others? Why is JUNGKOOK the only one who accepts all this? The public demanded clarification. Fans were disappointed, not because of envy, but because the meaning of BTS's togetherness over the past 10 years seemed to be broken in one night full of surprises and tears. They're not just idols, they're family to the millions of people who grew up with their music. So when only one person is considered worthy of a new home, the big questions are inevitable. Is this the beginning of the end? Or the end of the beginning that has only been forced to look perfect? Internal sources mention that the project Golden Without You is the result of a long brainstorm between HYBE's creative team and Netflix's documentary production team. However, what is surprising is that the script was written without the involvement of the other BTS members, except JUNGKOOK, and the most surprising part, JUNGKOOK had no idea that the script had been given the green light.
He thought it was just a diary.
Outpouring of heart. He didn't know it was all recorded to be made public. Anonymous source HYBE production staff. Is this a form of emotional exploitation? Or the way HYBE saved JUNGKOOK from a wound too deep to talk about? As this news spread, some fans realized there was something unusual in HYBE's schedule arrangement. Jimin, who was usually active in welcoming his group mates while out of the army, suddenly disappeared from the public for more than 6 days. No Weverse updates, no Instagram posts. Even privacy locations are locked. Meanwhile, Taeil, who is usually warm and open, suddenly cancels 2 personal schedules for no apparent reason. Were they not told? Or deliberately excluded from this plan? Internal conflict in HYBE's body was inevitable. Several members of the BTS team have reportedly resigned. They felt that what happened to JUNGKOOK was a form of structural injustice and the company's insensitivity to the true meaning of BTS. One for all for one. If you only pick one, then it's not BTS anymore. It was just a lonely star. Excerpt from BTS's old manager's resignation letter, which is now viral in the fandom community, and the most heartbreaking truth is finally revealed. The gift was originally not just for JUNGKOOK. The Project Golden chapter was designed as a sign of reunion. A documentation of the journey of all BTS members after enlistment, starting from JUNGKOOK, then continuing to Jimin, Taeil, and so on. But something happened. Something that made HYBE remove the other names and make JUNGKOOK the sole focus. What really happened when all of this changed direction? A whisper from behind a closed door mentioned one name. The conflict of the last letter from Jimin. The letter, sent before JUNGKOOK left, contained a sentence that is now rumored to be at the heart of their conflict. I hope you come back not as the person we knew, but as the person you believed in. But if you change, make sure we can still get to know you. Words that seem encouraging, but are apparently misunderstood. JUNGKOOK felt cornered. He feels that he is being asked to change, according to the expectations of others. And HYBE, seeing the great artistic potential of JUNGKOOK, took the opportunity to shape a new narrative, an independent artist, free from anyone's shadow, including BTS. Does JUNGKOOK know? Does he realize that this gift is actually taking him away from the home he has been fighting for? This morning, a car left the HYBE building. In it, not only JUNGKOOK, but also documentary cameras. And the final script for the project, golden without you. It was signed. The release is scheduled for 2 weeks from now, but surprisingly, at the end of the script, there is a blank page with one sentence.